Right. And one person who you didn't see in that behind-the-scenes look, who is a very important part of our team and our election coverage, is our political analyst, Bob Beatty.
Yeah, so that's right. Bob Beatty made his first report to us on the 2020 race for the presidency on April 10th of 2019, and he's been coming in ever since through the primaries, the conventions, the debates, and now here we are on Election Day.
So welcome, Bob. Thank you for being here. Of course, a longtime fan of the show and also a buddy of ours as well. So what is the final status of the presidential race before the votes start coming in tonight?
Yeah, I can't believe you said it's been weeks. It has been years for me. I even got a new knee in the process. But let's take one last look at the polling, you know, the frozen polling on the last day here for the presidential race. What we look at is polling averages. So 538.com averages all the polls going into the last day, and they have Joe Biden up by 8.4 points. Real Clear Politics does the same thing, and they have Biden up 7.2. Now, when we look at those crucial swing states, those are going to be a lot closer. Pennsylvania, 538 has Biden up 4.7. Michigan, 7.9. Wisconsin, 8.4. Florida, 2.5. Really, it's Pennsylvania we're looking at. I really think that Biden will take Michigan and Wisconsin. Pennsylvania is going to be a big key tonight.
And Bob, more than 100 million people in America had voted before polls opened today. So can you tell us anything about what we might see tonight with those results, even those early voting results?
Yeah, first of all, it looks like this could be the future to have 100 million people vote even before Election Day. It makes the lines a lot shorter than we've been seeing on television today. But what I'm looking for is, are we going to see young voters in those early votes? A lot of years people say, hey, why don't young voters vote? Maybe this is the year we see that. You know, also the polls say that the Democrats are more likely to vote early. So are we going to see that early on? So those are the two things I'll be looking for with the early vote.
And let's move to a couple of Kansas races. What two races are you watching the most carefully tonight?
So we've got two really interesting races. We got many, but two I'm looking at. One is the U.S. Senate. Now, one of the hardest things in the United States politics to do is for a Democrat to win a Senate seat in the state of Kansas. There's a picture there of George McGill. He was the last Democrat to win the U.S. Senate. That was in 1932. So he lost in 38. So Barbara Boyer is trying to win a Senate seat. We'll be watching that very, very carefully and tracking it throughout the night. The second race we'll be watching is that 2nd District race. Jake LaTurner, the Republican, versus Michelle De La Isla, the Democrat. And if Jake LaTurner wins, he'll be the second youngest Kansan to go to the U.S. Congress. The picture there is of Dudley Doolittle. He is the youngest Kansan, went in 1913. So if Jake LaTurner does win, he'll get in there, but he'll only be the second youngest at age 32. Doolittle was 31. So two really interesting races.
Yeah, very much so. And Bob, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Of course, you're not going anywhere. You're just going to be taking a little break here with us. But join us again throughout the night and at 10 tonight for our live election results. Bob Beatty will be in with us to break down the biggest races. And be sure to follow along online at ksnt.com/elections as well.